As today is a wonderful day, a beautiful day, a day that is blessed. And we have wonderful things that we want to unpack for you. I am welcoming you all to today's edition of Show and Tell Support Network live show. Yes, we are live. I see you all. And in a minute, we're going to usher in a lot of our stars who are going to be part of this wonderful episode. We have a very interesting topic. We're going to talk about child abuse. Most of you know someone or may have been abused. And that's something we're going to talk about today. So today is going to be impactful. I want you to hang on. I want you to hang in with us because we're going to unpack so many things that you can take home. And with me to host this show is someone that you already know. She's actually the host. I'm only just going to sit back and listen. Miss Tell, she's going to join us shortly. And we are going to show you the great thing we're about to do in Abuja, Nigeria. Yes, and someone is going to join us to tell you so much. So Abuja stars, are you ready? Are you ready for what is about to hit Abuja in a minute? All right. And then most of you volunteered to be part of the Show and Tell Support Network live show discussion on this sensitive hot topic. And you will see all the panel. They will join us in a minute and they will be part of the conversation. I am the same person you know, Kings. And let me get seated. Let's get into this conversation. Yes, ready. And when I say we're ready, we are ready. Who is in the room? Who is there? Can I see you? Who is with me in this show today? Let's. So, yes. All right, so I don't know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up, give me some likes, give me some emojis, do something to let me know that you can hear me. I see Mark, Lauda, I see Kizito Ibudu, Akintayo. Put a comment so we know you're there, right? And I know normally some people are still hustling and doing some things out there. So 5 p.m. Nigerian time, depending on what country you are, it may be too early. So, but we're gonna go into it. And those who could not watch it live, we watch the replay. So join me to welcome Stell. Let's give a round of applause. Emoji, like, everything. Stell.
Yes,
good to have you always.
Thank you so much. Things. I'm great. I'm doing so well. Nice to see you again this week.
Nice to see you. Always a pleasure.
Hello, everyone. We missed all of you. Certainly. Last week, we missed all of you. So we're happy to be with you today. And I hope you have invited friends, family, and enemies. Welcome.
and enemies, right?
Yes.
because the message for today is for everybody.
It's for everyone. Yes.
Okay. And stars, please, as you join, I see Joy, Chidima, I see Joy. As you join, please let everybody know that we are live, that we've started this beautiful show. We got a lot of good things that is going to happen in these 30 minutes. Stella, what are we expecting?
Yes, today is such a beautiful day. One of the best days actually this year. So we are expecting to have one new street angel with us today from Abuja. Abuja is alive and kicking.
Nice, finally, right? We got into Abuja.
Time. Yes, you asked and we answered. So we are so excited to let you know that today we are having Abuja chapter, Abuja Street Angels coming to life with us, and Uganda. And after that, we're going to have our topic rolling.
Awesome. So I saw something that they put together for Abuja, and I see also in the backstage you have one of your panelists in the backstage, Tosin. So Tosin, hang in there. We know you're there. The conversation is going to get hot and interesting. And I also see another one of your panel members, Felix, in the backstage. So your team, you guys are ready, and I can't wait. So guys, as always, when we come here with bags of goodies, right? today's goodie bag is big. So I want to first let's look at what Abuja team is looking to unfold when she comes. Or do you want to go straight into the conversation because it's a 30 minutes time and we just want to make sure we use the time effectively? What do you want to do? There is this beautiful video about what is coming to Abuja. We can play it and launch it. I can have them show it so everybody sees what Abuja is about to do. So when she comes, she can tell us more. And then you can go into the conversation. Is that okay, Stel?
Yeah, that's perfect. Let's have our
All right,
own.
so let's watch that, guys. I still want to make sure you. I don't see a lot of stars watching us now because of the timing. Maybe we can push this next week to like 6 p.m. so people can come back from work and everything they're doing. But those who are with us here, I acknowledge you guys. I like the fact that you are here listening to what we're doing. So please hit the like and share and get people to come here. This is a beautiful family, right? It's a very beautiful family. And it's always a pleasure to have you all here. So this is what Abuja team is looking to unveil. Let's just watch what this is all about. Let's see.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on the time you're watching this. My name is Patience Bameyi, Street Angel of Show&Tell Support Network. What is our aim? Our aim is to teach the less privileged to help them acquire some skills, especially some women that are staying at home without a skill, without doing anything. On the 17th of November, being on Monday, we kickstart a project here in Abuja. We'll be teaching the women how to cut, how to sew, how to design clothes, how to bead clothes. Don't forget that you are a star. Show&Tell Support Network loves you. Show&Tell Support Network, Street Angel, Abuja.
Nice. That's beautiful, man. That's awesome. That's
She
awesome. And what her name is what again?
Patience Bamiye. Patience is so happy and excited to be part of this program, part of the movement, and we can't wait to have her. Oh my goodness, look at her
Patience
smiling
is here. Patience. Wow.
from A
We
to
just
Z.
listened to the great thing you're about to do. I am happy to have you. I'm so happy to
Yeah.
have you as a star. As someone that is going to lead our effort in Abuja. Still, go ahead. My excitement cannot let me stop interrupting you.
Oh no, that's all right. That's all right. Today is a day of amazement, and we're so excited to have you. Patience, here you
Okay.
are. The stars have been looking for you. The stars have asked for a branch in Abuja, and here you are. You volunteered, and we're so happy to have you. Thank you so much for being part of our vision in Nigeria. So tell us,
You're
yes, tell us more about what you
Okay,
want to do.
good evening, everyone. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. Happy weekend. My name is Patience Bameyi. I'm from Kaduna State, but I stay in Abuja, Tashatu precisely, Amak local government area. I requested that we should have a Abuja branch because I love what you people are doing. Like it's giving me how will I put this? It's giving me so much joy, and also I have been trying like to give back to the society in my little way, but I do not know how to do it. Like the other woman, I talked to Madam Stella about it. I told her how she does her things. I will go like she will buy gifts. I will go and distribute to the less privileged. I used to get so much joy in doing it. To be honest, I've been doing that one for her free. Not that she was paying me or something. I've been doing it free for her. Like I love it when I see that someone is helping people, like the less privileged, because I know where I came from. Like I can life is so difficult. Seriously. So I've been like, how will I help in my little way? How will I help? Until I came across this page and I say, okay, I will chat you people up if you can get Abuja branch. Then in the little handwork that I was able to learn, I struggled before I learned the handwork. Like I struggled. No, there was nobody to pay for my handwork. I learned the handwork by myself. I still look for work to pay for that handwork so that we get something doing at least. And today I can sew, I can design clothes. So I want to give back to the society in the little way that I can. That's why I reach out that please, if I can be part of you guys, we'll have Abuja branch here and I will be able to teach the people, the less privileged that are ready, especially the women that are ready to learn, or the children, because there are some children that are going to school, if they just come back to school they start playing without anger or something. Anyone that is ready to learn, at least let's give back to them in the little way that we can. And yeah, Madam Stell just message
This is beautiful.
boom. I was so happy. Oh my God, I was so happy. I say, wow, my dream is finally coming to pass. And here I
Yes,
am today.
this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I love everything you just said. Is who we are. So, Steph,
Mhm.
tell me
Yeah.
about this. Tell everybody about this program. So, we are looking to empower people in Abuja, and Patience is going to lead that. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's what you're hearing, and we're so happy that Patience has room to take at least 5 people for a start, at least 5 people. So 5 to 10 for women who, or even men, but for her own startup, she wants women, single mothers, or people who do not really have what they are doing. Instead of
Yeah.
waiting for money for someone to give, you can go. She's ready to train 5 people on tailoring, okay, and soap making and skills, developing skills. So if you are the first 5 interested person, you'll be so lucky to join her, but you have to be in Abuja to do this. You have to be in her location, okay. And thank you so much, Patience,
So,
for starting
so,
off this very much.
so to make it clear for those who just joined, we are starting Abuja chapter, right? And Patience is leading that chapter for now, and we are starting with a big bang. So Patient is going to offer a training, handwork training, free. This is free, right, Patient? Am I getting it right? Free. Free training backed by Show&Tell Support Network to people who are interested in learning this wonderful handwork. So, Steph, we need to put a nice commercial, even though it's free, something that's going to go all our handles, because there are people who may not even watch this video, but this is going to change their life. So, because
Yes.
I'm all about changing lives, Show&Tell is all about changing lives. So, Patience, I am super excited, and for you to come in with this big idea, we are going to do a lot of amazing things together. You can see all the comments. People are wow. Everybody's saying wow.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying so many beautiful things. And Zob said, nah, only me day here. Zob, not be only you day here. We are all here. All right. So, Patience, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. When are we looking to start this thing? When are we starting it?
By God's grace, we are kickstarting on Monday, which is on 17 November 2025. We are kickstarting that day. We are going to learn how to tie gele, how to cut and join clothes, how to put stones on clothes, how to use bead to design clothes. That's what we are going to learn. So we are starting on Monday by God's grace.
This is nice. So, do we have the people that, or are they going to subscribe? Do we have the stars that are going to benefit from this program already?
Yes, we have 3 stars on ground already. So still, because
Wow.
I have to pass information to them and tell them about it. So we have 3 on the ground already.
Awesome. Awesome.
What's it? And also, if we have those who are watching us, those who are consistently showing up on this page, and you are in Abuja and close to her location, Patience, after this, I'd like you to mention again your location. If you're close to Patient's location, this is an opportunity for you to gain more from Show&Tell, for being so
Yes.
faithful, for being very close followers, and for showing up on our page and our live shows. Go to our Patience, and then she will enlist you among those who will be getting the free training, completely free. You just have to present yourself and all that you need for the learning. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice. Princess, thank you for joining us. Thank you. I appreciate you, and you have a wonderful weekend. All right. This is
All
beautiful.
right. Thank you. Bye. Thank you.
Thank you and bye. See
This
you.
is so nice. So, Stella, now over
Yes.
to you. What do we have for the rest of this beautiful program, and what's going on?
Yes. I don't know
Stars,
if
hold on, hold on. I see stars joining. A lot of them. Thank you, guys. Please hit the like and share. get everybody. This is the hot part of this program today. This is the most interesting. Not that it's most interesting than what Patient said, but this is an issue that touches so many families. So we need to all discuss this together. I may not even be part of the conversation. I'll just sit back and listen because I need to learn. We all need to learn, and I believe there's going to be a quiz. So, Stel, like, what are we? Do you have your panel? Do you want everybody on? Are you ready?
Yes, we're ready, and the panels are ready. And we have the topic is child sexual abuse, the role of parents in child protection. So we are expecting to have Francis, Joy, and Oluwatosi, and I think we have the fourth person, coming on. So if you are already at the backstage, we want to say big welcome. Here is Francis. Here is Felix and Oluwatosi. Is that Tosi? All
Hi.
right, Felix. Yes, Felix,
Yes.
you're most
Good
welcome.
evening.
Yes, hello.
Good evening,
You're most
everybody.
good evening. Good
Thank
evening,
you
and
so
welcome
much.
to the show. Welcome to the show. All right, so let's go right
Thank you
into
very
it.
much. Thank you for
Very
bringing
good.
us here today.
Thank you. So let's go right into it. More than 90% of children are experiencing child sexual abuse all over the world.
Okay, this one couldn't follow me.
Okay, please mute yourself. Mute yourself, Francis. Please mute yourself. All right. So more than 90% of children are experiencing child sexual abuse, almost in every place. And some of them, besides experiencing, some also lose their lives in the process, okay? And a lot of families, couples, parents, adults who actually have goodwill have a big challenge knowing how to handle this. And so you guys are here today, and I'll be asking you questions, and you will tell us why and what you think about what is happening and what parents can do. So once again, tell us where you're joining us from. Tosi, I can see Felix, and I can see Dara. Please tell us where you're joining from. Let's start with Tosi. Tosi, unmute yourself
Good
and tell us
evening.
where you're.
Good
Good
evening, Sir
evening.
Kings. Good evening, Madam Stella. I am Tosin Ayo from Ekiti State, Nigeria. Thank you for having me on this show today. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, Felix, please introduce yourself and where you're joining from very quickly.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Felix Ame. I'm streaming live from Lagos, Nigeria.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Felix, for joining. And Dara,
Thank you.
please tell us where you're joining from. Hi, Dara. Unmute yourself and tell us where you are joining from. Thank you. Dara, can you hear me? All right. Dara is having problem hearing. Dara, unmute yourself, please. If you are having trouble, just unmute yourself. Unmute. You are muted. Dara, you are muted. Okay, so let me put forward the first question as you wait for Dara.
I can't unmute from here.
Okay, we can hear you. We just heard you. Tell us where you're joining us from. All right, so instead of waiting for Dara, let's move on with the topic. Okay, so what do you understand by child abuse when you look at the situation going on in the families? I'll give each one of you few seconds to express yourself, okay? Now let's go with Tosi and then Felix and then Dara.
All right, thank you very much. When we talk about child abuse is not only sexual, it's not only a sexual act. It can be an emotional, mental act. So child abuse is any means by which a child is being maltreated or being imposed into something that he or she does not have consent of. That is what I can say about child abuse.
Okay. That's general on child abuse. Then
Hello?
child sexual abuse. Yes, hello, I can hear you. Can you hear us? So that's general on child abuse. Then child sexual abuse.
Can
You
you
can
hear
add
me?
something to that. Oh yes, we heard you, Dara. We heard you, Tosi. So let's listen to Francis, please. What do you think? Thank you, Tosi. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go on.
Okay, for me personally, I feel any abuse that has to do with affecting the human being, both psychologically, emotionally, or otherwise, and that is against their will, is part of child abuse. Then going to sexual abuse, it has to do with any molestation against a child that is done that affects the child in a negative manner. That affects the child in a negative manner. That is child abuse. Thank you.
That's perfect. Thank you so much, Francis. Dara, can you now hear us? Oh, okay, there's no more Dara. Now we lost Dara. Sorry about that. So we're having Joy. Joy, please introduce yourself quickly and where you're joining us from. Francis Dara is about joining us back. All right. So tell us where you're coming from and also what do you think you understand about child sexual abuse? Unmute yourself, please. Unmute yourself, Joy.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening, Joy. Nice to have you.
Good evening. Thank you. Good evening, Sir Kings. I'm Joy. I'm connecting from Imo State, Ewere, Imo State.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. So what do you understand by child sexual abuse?
Child sexual abuse. Let me add to what they have already said. Is let me say is a forceful way of how do I put it?
Oh, we just lost her. Sorry about that. Now let's go right into the main thing. If you as a parent, I expect that is any one of us here a parent, right? If you as a parent or an adult,
Yes, yes.
yes, if you are a parent and you have a child who is being abused, okay, and this child would come to you, how would you know before that child tells you what's going on? How would you know by the signs that this child is being abused, or what are you missing? What do you think you could be missing?
Stella, I'm going
Are
to
you
come
able
in
to
now.
recognize it?
Stella, let
Yeah.
me come in. Let me
Okay.
come in, guys. Let me come in.
Okay.
There, this topic. Can
Should
you all
I
hear me?
go first?
No,
Can you
just
hear
wait.
me?
Have a moment. Yeah, we can
Yes,
hear
I
you,
can hear
sir.
you.
Okay, listen. Somebody said I so much have interest in this topic. I will be keenly following. I want you all to understand that you are educating people. And what you're discussing here, if you're not prepared to talk about this topic, just raise your hand and you can go. And if there is anyone on the floor that is ready to talk about this topic, like Francis Dera was asked, what is child sexual abuse? You signed up to come and talk about this, and you can't even explain what that is. I don't think it is the way to educate
Hello.
people here. To be very, very honest, right? There's no one in this conversation now that does not know what child sexual abuse is. Child sexual abuse is having, whether consensual or unconsensual sex with a minor, a child that is still not at the age of making decisions for him or herself, especially when it comes to relationship to this extent. So we should call a spade a spade. If you come here to talk about child sexual abuse, I want you to call a spade, because there are so many families now. People are going homes, taking children of the poor people that they want to help them in the city, and they are sexually abusing them. And because this child has nobody to talk for them, The child is just sitting there becoming a sex toy. So I want you here. I'm going to go back and listen. Call a spade, or you can get out and let somebody come here and talk. This topic is so sensitive and so important that this abuse, even as we speak now, millions of children are being abused globally. So when you come to talk about this topic, I want you to know you are enlightening people to stop this menace. It's a horrible thing that is happening. I have experienced it by hearing it directly from people who got abused. I have seen it happen. Like, people have come to me and say, Kings, this person molested me. So if you are here, I want you to know this topic, I decided not to talk because it's a very sensitive topic that people who are listening to you need to learn from you. And I believe you signed up because you have something to say. Sorry that I interrupted. Teach us, you all. If you have nothing to say, nicely disconnect. And I can ask people in the audience who have something to say. Somebody's going to listen to this video, and this video might save a child somewhere. All right?
Thank you so much for putting in the words. So guys, what do you have to say about this? Before you go into this, the reality is on ground. The truth is that a lot of kids are vulnerable to start with. A lot of children are vulnerable, and a lot of children have been manhandled, mishandled. A lot of children have been abused left, right, and center by parents, by relatives, by aunties, by teachers, by those who actually the family have trusted and entrusted their children to them. Okay, so what do you have to share with the public before we go into the deep discussion of this on this child abuse? Just a few seconds here.
Okay, just as I have said earlier on, I said child sexual abuse can be any sexual act that is imposed on a minor child, let me say a minor child, who does not have a concept or does not have any informed knowledge about what is he or she is being involved in. And when we talk about this child sexual abuse, it comes in different form. We have like touching forms, in a situation whereby someone is touching a child's private part. This happens a lot, and this is where it normally starts from. It happens to so many people. This is where it starts from. You see someone touching a minor private part, like the breast, the bone, and so many other parts like that. And by the time they start this, what now happens? Penetration will take place after that. Touching form is a form by which someone is an elderly person touching a minor in his or her private part. Another thing is when a child, a minor child, is being touched, like being forced to touch another person's private part. You see that these things happen. The child does not know what is going on. The child has no knowledge of what is happening. And someone invited such a child, okay, please help me touch this place. Help me touch this. Help me do this. Private part. That child does not have knowledge of what is going on, and such a child is being introduced. This is where it normally starts from. This touching form of child sexual abuse. This is where it normally starts from. Touching private part of a child or asking a child to touch an elderly person's private part is a child abuse. That is where it starts from. And we also have the non-touching. Okay.
Go on, please. Can you hear me, Tosi?
We also have the non-touching. Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. We also have the non-touching form, like introducing a child to pornography. That is why we as parents, we must always be vigilant and so observant when we are on our phone, on our laptop. When you introduce a child to pornography, like bad movies that has pornography, like all these things
is also a child sexual abuse. When you are doing this, you are opening the mental status of a child to something that is beyond their own knowledge. That is why we as parents, we should always be careful on what we watch on our phone, on our laptop. And we have the exploitation type too. The exploitation type is a type by which someone introduces a child, a minor, to sex, either for gifts. This is common in like trafficking, like with people traffic other minor to other country to do these jobs in order to get money. This is very
All
wrong.
right.
These are all sexual abuse on a child.
All
So that is
all
all
right.
I can
That's
say for
beautiful.
now.
That's beautiful, Tosi. Thank you so much for that contribution. But at the start, you mentioned something about consent. That's what we're trying to correct. As long as a child is involved, consent has no place there. Okay, so as long as a child, a minor, is involved, there's no consent in there's no child that will consent to being sexually molested, because first of all, they do not understand the process. They do not
Yes, that was
understand
why
what
I,
they have to. Yeah, yeah. So
yes,
so your contribution is
yes, that was why
interesting.
I
So
said they do not have knowledge. Oh, my network.
yeah, no, we can hear you. Even if they do
That
have
was
the
why I,
knowledge,
okay.
for those who are below 18, 16 to 18, even if they do have the knowledge, they are still minor, okay? So we want to educate parents, no matter the kind of knowledge that the kids have. There is no child that has
All right.
consent involved in sexual education, in sex abuse, okay? So we
I
want
want to
to,
hear. I want to hear from Joy and Felix. Let's
okay.
make sure that everybody is participating in this conversation. Joy and Felix has been here. Let's also hear from them.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, dear. Welcome.
Okay. I should go straight to the topic, sir.
Yes, please. Go
Yeah,
on.
this topic
Okay.
should be a free conversation. Talk about it
Uh,
from any angle you want to talk about, because evil is evil. We don't have to sugarcoat it.
okay. Our topic is like it says child sexual abuse. First of all, we say child abuse is an adult forcing himself on a minor or a child sexually. Then I have some things I listed out here. Because the main thing we are discussing is the role of a parent in child protection.
Yeah.
Number one role of a parent in child protection is parents are responsible for protecting their children by providing a safe environment for them. It's not the environment, I mean, is not the building. But in a case whereby you are going out and you are not going to with your child, you should leave the child under the care of someone that you trust. Like in those days when we are going to school in the morning, if my mom is going to the farm and she won't come back early, I have brothers, but she will tell me, when you come back from school and I'm not back yet, go and wait for me in the parsonage. When I come back, I will pick you from there. She trusts she can entrust us in the hands of our pastor's wife. She does go and stay with our pastor's wife. So parents are responsible for providing a safe environment for their kids, number one. Secondly, um try to know your child friends, your children friends. The kind of people your children mingle with can also affect them. It might be people. Try to know your children friends and their try to know your children's friends and their mothers if possible, so that you know the kind of people your children mingle with. And that thing is, teach your children about boundaries. Teach them about good touch and bad touch, and that it's okay to say no to anybody that makes them feel uncomfortable or touch them in a way that is not good. And that thing I have on my list is listen to your child. You know, some parents find it difficult to give a hearing ear to their children. You feel that that child that is always talking, mommy this, mommy that, mommy I don't like my teacher anymore, mommy I don't like my uncle anymore, mommy my uncle do this. You have to, with the things happening around, everything your child tells you, you have to listen and find out what the child is meant by those things that he or she is saying. Then another thing I have on my list is awareness of signs. Things you know or things you will see and you know that this child something is wrong with this child or this child has been abused. Number one is sudden change in relationship. When your child, when you notice that your child loves staying with this person, maybe your sister or your brother, you love staying with this person, and all of a sudden that child started avoiding that person, just know that something is wrong. When you say, Mama, come and stay with your auntie, you say, No, I don't want to stay with auntie, you should know that something is wrong. You should be observant as a parent. Number two is fear of being left alone. You know your child, before you want to go to the market or go to anywhere, you can leave your child and he or she will stay. But all of a sudden, if you want to leave him or her, even for a short while, you say, Mom, I want to follow you. Please, I want to follow you. You should know that something is wrong. Another thing I have on my list is when your child starts being anxious, fearful, or when you mention a particular person's name, she will not want to look at you, or you know, or she will just be acting well somehow. Just know that something is wrong. Another thing I have in my list is change in behavior. When you have a child that is always active, like she's active, she plays a lot, she's very active, and all of a sudden that child started acting weird, cold, calm, and you know fully well that your child is not sick, try to know what is wrong. Something is definitely wrong. Another thing I have on my list is when your child change in sleeping and eating position. Your child, normally after eating, you know how children behave, they will play small before they will sleep. But after your child, sometimes you will even notice that the child is just an appetite to eat. And sometimes if the child want to sleep, he or she will look worried, like it takes longer time than the usual way he or she normally sleeps. If you look at that child, it seems to you that child is worried. Just know that something is definitely wrong. And as a
Oh, Joy,
parent, sir,
Joy, this is a lot of beautiful things you said here, and I hope everyone that's listening, you all are paying attention and learning. I'm looking at the comments. A lot of people are saying we are learning. This is true. Uh, you did your research. This is beautiful. I've not had. Pardon me for coming to always interrupting. I've not heard from Mr. Felix. Felix,
Yes.
this child abuse, does it happen only to girls? What do you think? Does it happen to boys as well? Child
No,
sexual abuse.
it's for both genders. It doesn't only happen to either girls or boys. And parents play a very vital role in preventing child sexual abuse. First, creating a safe environment and openly teaching their children about body safety, teaching them about boundaries and also consent from an early age. I want to give some key actions. I listed some key actions, which one, teaching children the correct names for body parts. Don't sugarcoat that. Don't give the private parts funny names. Tell them the truth. Explain to them that no one has the right to touch their private parts. Emphasizing that abuse should never be a secret between them and their parents.
Jesus.
Then also, I want to talk on what I call preventive education for children. First, teach them body ownership. From a young age, teach children the correct names for their private parts, just as they learn other body parts. Like you have your eyes, your nose, your legs, everything, your eyes, your everything. Teach them, give them the correct names of these body parts so that they will take ownership. Number two, you explain private parts. What is private parts and what is versus non-private parts? Sit down with them, explain to them, help them understand which parts of their body are private and which one is not private, so that for them to be able to take ownership. And
That's
again, you have to establish a no secret rule, as in let your children feel comfortable around you. Let them feel comfortable in discussing anything, including difficult or confusing topics with you. Don't push them away. Always give them a sense of belonging, because when they are comfortable with you, they can tell you anything. They can reveal to you anything.
Yeah.
Felix, I have a question on the
Yes,
screen.
sir.
I want to ask a question on what
Okay.
is on the screen. Khadija said, "You see
Okay.
the mistake we parents make is allowing a full-grown man calling children with a name like my love, my sweetheart, my wife.
Exactly.
How
Mhm.
now? You have no right to call a child. Do you agree with that?"
Yes, I strongly agree. Is for me is very inappropriate. But in this part of our world, we take it as something like culture and we misuse it. You don't just call now my wife, this lady is my wife, say my husband, say my sweetheart for little children. And for us here in this part of the
So,
world, we feel it's normal.
okay,
It's a normal
all
thing.
right. Stell, do you
Yes.
agree?
Absolutely. One thing that most of our cultural people in Africa think is that, okay, it's a baby. I can just say my dear, my love, my sweetheart. And then, and especially when an adult begins to view a child as in, oh, this child has grown up, or is ready to get, very soon he will get married. Oh, this child is looking very beautiful. Oh, hey, then consistently making those verbal advances. That's a verbal harassment to the child. So parents who have not been educated on this need to understand that when an adult begins to make such advances, verbal advances to your child, you need to stand up and tell the person, stop. Do not address my child this way. So I want our parents to begin to understand that there are statements that adults cannot make to your girl child and to your boy child. So, like Felix rightfully said, both boys and girls are equally being abused. But a lot of parents are not aware that the fact that boys and girls are involved, they do not know or nor understand the sexual education they themselves need to pass on to the children. They don't even know. So many parents are confused on what stage do we start teaching this sex education? At what point do we start informing our children? And the worst of it is that many parents actually do not have the confidence in themselves to start passing on this knowledge to the children, creating awareness,
So,
So, and this is a
so
big
let me
problem.
ask, Tosin. Thank you, Stell. You can see the comments. You all are educating a lot of people, and I appreciate that. Francis, there keep coming in and going out. Tosin, there is a comment from Ify Vic. He
Hi.
said, "Even allowing the female children jumping on uncle is also wrong." Tosin, do you
Yeah.
agree?
Greetings.
Tosin, are you able to hear me? If you can't hear me, let me go to Francis Dera. Francis Dera, are you ready to talk now? Because the other time you were struggling to tell me what sexual abuse is. Now I'm going to ask you directly.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay,
Yeah, we
go
can
ahead.
hear.
Go ahead before I go to Francis. Yeah.
Can
Dera.
you hear me, sir?
We
Okay.
can hear you. Yes,
Good
Tosin,
evening.
we
Okay.
can hear
All
you.
Yes.
right. So I
Can you hear
strongly
me?
like accept that to some
Can you hear
extent.
me?
To some extent, the good ones, the bad ones has spoiled the good ones, and it's really affecting. In this generation that we are right now, we see that it's very, very, very dangerous. Like allowing your children to be open to opposite sex, like this jumping on uncles.
Mm.
We only see faces. We don't know their mindset. We don't know what intentions they have in their heart. You understand? When it comes to sexual abuse, you cannot say that, oh, this one will definitely do this or cannot do this. It happened to me some years ago when I was still a child, but I still remember this very well, very well. Right in the house, I finished eating from the dining room, and I just, when I finished, I went to the kitchen to like clean the plates I used. And on getting to the kitchen, like a family friend, I did not expect such from that person because he was very close to our family. He came in through the kitchen door, the back door, and he was like touching me. I was not like, I was still a child. I don't really understand what this thing means. Like the touching, I was like feeling that the touching is very wrong. Though when I was young, I never had someone to educate me this way. You understand? But my mindset, something just hit my head that this is wrong. I quickly ran to the sitting room. And you know the worst part of it? My parents were in the living room. They were watching TV that very day. And this man did that to me. He's a
Wow.
very good family friend to us. No one expected that. I never had the
Wow.
opportunity of saying this to anybody. Even my parents, they do not know. You understand? And this happened right in the house where my parents were. So
Wow.
and this is someone that if he comes around, we'll play with him, we'll jump at him, we'll do. This is my own experience now. So as a parent, like me, since I have gone through that stage, I have experienced it. I don't allow especially my girl child does not play around male or a man or whatever. I don't allow it. You can respect
Wow.
and greet,
Thank
but
you.
do not
So,
jump on. So that is my own
go ahead.
belief.
Wow.
Yeah, this is quite touching, really, and it's so common. One of the things again that happens in addition to that is when parents are out of the house. Now you see this familiar uncle coming back to visit the children, to check on the children when the parents are not home, and they know the parents are not home. You see the aunties coming back to check on the boy child when the parents are not home. But this your story is quite striking because now the parents are there, they least expected. So now the question is, how do we verify the family members as parents? How do we vet them? Those whom we quote as trusted and reliable. How do we kind of verify that these people are truly reliable? Or you just trust someone and let them continue touching your children, coming close to them without knowing that from time to time you should verify these people coming close to your children.
Dara, you've been trying to talk. I don't know. Dara, can you talk now? Are you
I
able
want
to
to say
hear us?
something.
Okay, Alex. Yeah, Felix, go ahead.
Yes, I want to say something. For me, it boils down to the parents. First, you have to teach your child what is a good touch and a bad touch. You have to explain the difference to your child between a hug from a loved one and an inappropriate touch that is emphasizing that a child can and should say no. So you have to enlighten your child. That is the first. That is what comes first. You have to that enlightenment. Parents have to do a lot of work in enlightening their words, enlightening their children about what is a good touch and what is a bad touch. Once a child can decipher what is a good touch and a bad touch, anytime a child is inappropriately touched, it can go and a child will go and report. See, oh, Uncle so touched me in this part. Uncle so touched me in this part. So that awareness has to be there first. If a child is not aware, a child cannot tell the difference between what is a good touch and a bad touch. That's my take on this.
That's a good
Right.
point. Dara,
Can I say
are you able to talk now, Dara?
can I say something?
Please,
Dara
sir,
is
can I say,
traveling.
Madam Stella, can I say something?
Yeah, maybe Joy first. Dara
Yeah,
seems
Please,
to
let's
be
can
hear
I
having
from
a
say
Joy.
network
something?
problem.
Hold on, Justin. Let's hear from Joy.
Yeah, let's hear from Joy. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Ma. What I have to add to what he has said is like he said, I said that earlier, teach your children good touch and bad touch. But with the recent happenings, nobody is to be trusted. The only thing you have to do is, even though you're leaving your child with someone, teach them, tell them, mama or dada, see, if this aunty or uncle touch you, tell them that you tell me, oh, tell them that you tell your mommy, tell them that you tell your dad if you touch, like, let them speak out for themselves. Let them speak out for themselves, because nobody's to be trusted. You can't trust anybody now, because people that even doing all these things is people you less expected it from this China case that is happening on social media.
Oh, that's a network
Joy's
problem.
network is not that strong. I
Yeah.
think we
So
have maybe 7 more minutes on this topic. So,
Okay.
Phil, what do you want to? I have a
Yeah.
question that nobody have addressed. What do we do?
Okay.
We've talked about
What do
how
we
we
do?
prevent. We've talked about we see the sign. If this happens, what do we do? Nobody have talked about that.
Yeah, that's a very good question. And I want to start by saying that parents should have the courage to speak up. When your child comes to you to say, Mommy, this happened to me, do not hide it. I think some of you have mentioned a few of these things while you were talking generally. Parents should be able to hand the issue over to the authorities, the right authorities, to be able to investigate a reported case. Okay, so do not hide it because the one who did it is your brother, or the one who did it is your husband's brother, or your son, or a friend that you trusted. No, those people, their reputation do not matter anymore once a child has been involved, an abuse case has been reported, sexual abuse has been reported to that child, about the child.
That's a good point. Anybody want to
Okay.
tell us what to do? Because people
Yes,
listening need
yes,
to know. Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
sir.
For me,
For me, for me,
Okay,
when
Let
this
Tosin,
Felix go.
happen,
Tosin,
when
Wait.
such
Let
a
Felix
thing
go. Then
happen, the first thing we do is, but before I say it,
no, keep going. Keep going. We're
okay,
listening.
all right.
Tosin, go ahead. We're listening to you. What do we do?
I think she's having some
Network.
network issues. Okay, maybe while we wait for Tosi, Felix, please go on.
okay, for me, the first thing to do is to, as parents
Okay,
and as
can
a
you hear
whole,
me?
Let's listen to
can you hear me?
Felix. When he's done, then we can come back to you, Tosi.
Okay, as I said earlier, the first thing to do is to encourage open communication. As parents,
Felix,
learn to
Felix,
communicate with your
Felix,
All right.
Felix, open communication is to prevent, is kind of preventive. You are a parent. You found out that
yes, sir.
somebody is sexually molesting or harassing or abusing your child, your boy, or your girl. Or you are not even the parent. You found out it's happening. Is there something we should do, or do we just say, well, it happened, and keep moving? That's what I want to know, because some people listening
Okay,
here have experienced this, but they don't know what to do.
okay.
Okay,
For me,
can I say
Dara,
Wait,
just
Dara, now we can hear you. Go ahead before we lose you again. Yes.
okay? Yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay, let me talk on what to do when you notice that
oh wow,
Our network is not that strong.
yeah.
Network is
okay, can I
bad.
go ahead?
Oh
then
yes,
take
go
the
ahead.
child to the hospital for necessary screenings and necessary treatment. Then report to the child welfare. Report to the child because it's not good to confront the
Her network is not strong, but I heard two
Yeah.
things she said here. Take the child to the hospital for proper examination and then report to the child welfare. There should be a child welfare board or commission or something in your area, or non-governmental organizations that are into this. I think those are the 2 points that she made. Felix, quickly make your point. Let's go to Toast and then we'll go to Joy.
Okay.
Okay, for me, in line with what she said, the first thing you do, you take your child to the hospital for to check the extent of what has happened. Then after that, after she has been treated, he or she has been treated, you now seek, you now report the abuse to the necessary authorities that will that will take charge of everything. That's the 2 points I have.
Okay, Justin, what should the people do?
All right. All right. When such a thing happen, after treatment and all that, another thing parents should do is give that child excess love. Surround that child with love because already been traumatized. That thing has already been stick to the brain of that child. So give the child love. Always be around that child to counsel the child, to to make her or him understand that that is not the end of the world, and building a good stand and a beautiful future for that child. Because we see a lot that so many child remember that you see such child, they are already aggressive. They will, if such happen, protect your child mental stability and then build love around that child. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And Joy.
awesome.
Joy, you have a baby. Wow, nice. Thank you for joining with your maybe
Thank
handsome or
And
beautiful baby. I don't know if it's a boy or girl. Joy, what should parents do if they experience this?
sir.
Or anyone do?
Please, did you hear me?
Yeah, we heard you. We heard you.
Right.
I didn't get the question.
We're
No,
asking if you experienced or found out that a child, boy or girl, is being abused, whether it's your relative or not your relative, but you know something is happening. Do you just watch it happen or do you take action? Is there anything you can do?
Yes. First of all, I have to take
Thought
the
is so
child to
bad.
hospital for treatment. And sometimes they do give viral drugs because you don't know what the person that abused the child, the kind of disease or infection he has, and you need to also report to the authorities.
Okay. And Dara, are you able to finish up where you stop? We got two things from you. Take to the
Okay,
hospital,
can I
report to the
finish
authority.
up?
Yeah, finish
yes,
up.
please.
Yes.
Dara, go on. Go on, Dara. We're listening to you.
Okay, okay. I was saying that when you notice that your child or a girl is being abused, first of all, you need to ask the child, know the abuser, then take the child to the hospital for screening and treatment, because it's not good to confront the abuser immediately or only you. You need to involve authorities, report to the child welfare before confronting the abuser to avoid further harm to that child. Because when you confront the abuser might further harm that child or put that child at risk. So it's better to confront, or you leave to the authorities to take care of it.
All right. So thank you so much, Dara. One of the things that we need to
Can you?
learn. Yeah, we can hear you. We heard you. Um, so
We have
one
you
of
there.
the things I think parents and caregivers and adults around children should do, in addition to these points, is that you once you get to know the abuser, announce it to the family what is going on and stop that abuser from accessing that child or any of the children. In fact, no matter who he is, whether it's the uncle, auntie, or family members or friends, stop the abuser from coming into that family. It is okay. You're not going to lose anything. So at least do not say, okay, I trust this person, and because he has been so good, I can't believe he could do this. No, don't think that way. Believe your child and stop it until that is fully verified.
And I have to say this. I have to say this
and
before we wrap up. If you're listening to
can I
us,
chip in something?
Felix, go take a second. Yeah, quickly.
Okay. In all this that we have been discussing so far, the major factor is that a parent should show interest in your child's life, be involved in his social he or her social circle as a parent, be involved with your child, be involved, get involved with your children, get to know them. That is a major factor, because when you're involved with your child will be free to tell you anything that is happening, either good or bad, in around him or her. Thank you.
Okay, so thank
Good.
you. So there is something I want to say which we have not touched. The poverty factor. The poverty family situation factor. A parent that is very poor, unable to provide the basic needs of their family, got approached by a way-to-do family, maybe a woman and the woman comes and take their little girl or little boy to the city. And the woman, do you know women can sexually molest and abuse young girls too? You guys never mentioned that. You're looking at this from the lens of his man against a little girl. Nobody's looking at this from a man against a little boy homosexually, forcing the little boy to turn his anus for him. We got to call a spade a spade. That is also happening, even in the dormitories, even in secondary schools. You all did not open that point. So I want to use this closing part to tell you things that I was expecting that I did not hear. There are, in secondary schools, young girls who are in JSS 1 or JSS 2 that just got dropped off in secondary schools, and the senior girls are sexually abusing them. That is something that if you know it's happening, whether it's your relative or not, you need to take action, reporting to the authority, whether anonymous report or gather your friends and everybody start bombarding the phone of that principal of that school. Social media is there for us as well. It's a very powerful force to use. You can report it, or even bring it to Show&Tell Support Network. We're going to put it on our page and let people go and investigate if it's true or not, right? That is one. There are people that are poor. They cannot take care of their kids, and others are coming to take advantage that they want to take the kids to school and help them. And those kids are being sexually molested and harassed and abused. And the parents are keeping quiet because if I stop talking, my child will not go to school anymore. That is where you come in as a savior to that child. You have seen this happen. The parents are reluctant to take action because of the goodies that are being delivered to them, and they don't want to cut that goodie source. And because of that, they leave this child. And that's where you hear in the 20s or 30s, the girl will start to come and tell a story. When I was young, my parents almost sold me to the highest bidder. It is happening. We're going to talk about early prostitution another day. I hope that we visit that topic. But I want you to know, if you're listening, save a child today. You can save a child. It can be a boy, it can be a girl. There are Felix, Joy, Tosin said there are authorities to report to. Report. Do something. At least you've done something. Because it's not proper. It's not normal. It is evil. It destroys the mindset of that child. Their personal self-esteem. They are everything. So you see smart girls, smart boys become so timid, they can't voice out anymore. When they come into a group, they go to the back seat because they are everything about them has been destroyed. They don't see themselves as women anymore. They see themselves as toys in homes. So I love the fact that you all discussed this topic. And there are so many parts of this topic that we've not touched. Maybe one day we're going to touch it. I love what I heard. You guys spoke passionately. Tosin shared her own personal experience. So thank you for coming here, Stella. Thank you for this topic. And all the stars that participated. The comment section was blowing up. I was just reading comments. So I hope next week you're going to have another topic. Stella, you want to add something?
Yeah, I just want to add to those who are listening, the adults and parents of us. One of the things that we need to be very, very conscious of is when we isolate our children. Isolation and ignoring a child and also neglecting the child in any form can push that child to even the person who is ready, who is a predator of sexual abuse, to this child outside. And again, when these children are consistently ignored, consistently neglected, they start seeking for validation from outsiders. Now in this case, now they don't care who is going to be, what they are going to go through. And we have seen a lot of girls and boys running out of the family just to be with somebody who can give them attention. So parents and adults, please take note of this, and let's create a time for our children to assert them or to teach them assertive attitudes and statements. Yeah.
All right, for those who joined, all these are panel members. Let's make sure, because they use their data. Every time we bring people to come and share topics with us, we make sure we compensate them for all the data that they use. We don't pay people to come and talk about something because you believe your voice is going to help save a life. So that we don't pay for, but we know you spend your data to come here. So at least if you come here, anytime you participate to share topic, you get a $10 for your data, which is what the board approves. So still make sure everyone that participated in being a panel member gets $10 to buy the data that they have used. That I have approved. So I want to say thank you all. Thank you so much. And our audience, those who joined and watched, we're going to randomly, like we've always done, ask our admin to reach out to some of you, because cannot be all, those who stayed from beginning to the end, and just compensate you with some airtime for being here. We don't pay you to watch us, because there are so many pages on social media that everybody can go watch. We want you to share what we do. This topic is a topic that if you've not shared anything we've done, share this topic today, share this video, because somebody's going to hear it and take action to save someone who is going through abuse. Abuse, we cannot stop it globally. It is happening. Child trafficking is happening everywhere. Forced prostitution is happening so many places. But what we can do is not fold our hands and say, because it's happening everywhere, we're not going to do anything. We are going to take action, and that action is going to be on you today. It's happening in your family, speak out. It's happening, your uncle is showing signs of touching little kids, anyhow, calling them honey, darling, wifey, rubbing their back and pressing their buttocks, which some uncles do in front of all of us, and we think it's a joke. Those are signs you got to look out for. And you all had our panel talk about this thing. So if you just joined, play this video and listen and share it. So Stel, thank you. Felix, Joy, Tosin, Dara, beautiful, wonderful people. Great conversation. And I love what was said today.
Can I say one more thing? Sir? Yes, sir. I know a lot of people are watching us. What I want to add is parents should stop protecting their child abuser. You can save a soul by exposing them, so that they will not lead to someone else, especially in that environment. A lot of parents are protecting their children's abuse, and it's very, very wrong.
Yeah. What you protect one day is gonna come back to bite you. You know, we cannot keep these monsters protected because maybe they have little bread that they give us, and you destroy the future of a little child that you should protect. So thank you for that closing point. Estelle, any closing point before we wrap this show up?
Yeah, we really had a great time, and I'm really grateful that you all made it to join us like you promised. So as we close the day, the discussion, I'm encouraging every child, if any child is listening to us and you have been afraid, and you know someone has been molesting you or harassing you, or treating you in the way that it is not supposed to be, please speak up. When you talk to your parents and they say no, talk to somebody else who you know can bring this out into the light. Thank you, everybody.
All right, thank you, Felix. Thank you, Joy. And then if you just joined, we launched our Abuja Street Angel chapter. All right. And they are starting this coming week, to do a free training on how to tie gele, how to do all those handwork ladies do. So if you're in Abuja, and this is powered by Show&Tell through our Street Angel coordinator in Abuja, I believe her name is Patience. Let's reach out to Stel. Let us know that you're in Abuja and you're interested in participating in this free training. 6 months training, free for you in Abuja by Show&Tell Support Network. So I'm excited. She came here at the beginning of this show. She talked about all the things she's going to do. You can play the video, I think, at the first 10 minutes of this show today. You can listen to it if you're from Abuja. Take advantage of this. This is free and this is legit. It's not cho, right? Steph, thanks for being here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
for
Stars.
having us. Thank you, Stars.
All right. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I see somebody join Mimi. Who was this Mimi that just joined, Steph, when we are leaving? Who is Mimi?
I think Mimi is the coordinator in Uganda. I think she might have had network issues or so. Yeah,
All
she
right,
was supposed to
let's
come
connect
live.
with Mimi next week and talk
Okay.
about what she's doing in Uganda.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
If you need a key, that will hear you out. We'll be right here, just show and tell. If you need a helping hand, just grab our hands. We'll be right here, show and tell.